Hey guys, thanks for stopping by my channel today. So today I'm going to show you my projects that I made for InLoveArtShop, and I tried to make this video already, and it was like 35 minutes long, and it was kind of all over the place, and so I thought I would try a different method. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to show you the dies that I use throughout my projects. So I've got this little box here that I've stored them in. And so one of the dies that I'm going to show you is going to be this cute rabbit in love die set. And so it comes with these cute little rabbits. You get two different sizes here. They are super cute. And they come with this little layering piece here. So in here, I didn't detach it yet because I don't want to lose these little pieces. So you get like the mouth, the eyes, the nose, and I don't even know what that is. Probably part of the eyes or something. And then you can look it up on their website for examples. And then these little hearts. So my projects, I forgot that this existed, and so my projects, I didn't even use it. And I think it turned out really cute. So you don't have to use those if you don't want to. Okay, and then the next one is going to be this Delicious Cakes Decor dies. And they look like this. These are just some little pieces that I put together that I will show you later. So it comes in a set like this. So you get the little cake outline and then the cake background. And you get a pie outline. So this is pie. I didn't cut that one out, so I don't have an example for that. And then the pie background. And then you get the cupcake outline and a little cupcake background piece. So that comes in this set. And I use this several times throughout my projects. And I'm going to set these over here out of the way. And then I used this set here, Nesting Simple Frames dies, and you get these little zigzag circles, and then these nesting circles in here. Okay, I've shown that one before. I use it quite a lot. And then I use this frame, or this Waffles Flowers frame dies, and so you get these two little sets of like doilies, super cute. And I also used this. This is a really good set to have because you get all these different these little tags. So you get a set of 6 different tags. So I did use this several times, a couple of these, and I do have several videos with these. This is an older set, and I used this Classic Star background dies on several of my projects. And then I used this Floral diamond shaped background die. This one is really pretty. It looks like this. And this is what it looks like cut out. That's the back, here's the front. Super delicate, it's so pretty. I love this one. And I also used the Cute Bow outline die, which is this one right here. This is my favorite bow. I use it a lot. And I will list all these below so that if you're interested in any of them, you can go and check them out. And then this set here is a stackable frame border die. And I use this one right here in one of my projects. So I've used this one before. It's one of the older sets. And I've used this one before too. And it's called Simple Stitched Square Pocket Dies. This makes a really cute little pocket envelope. And this is one of my new ones, and it's called the Heart-Shaped Box Dies. So it comes like that, and you cut it out and adhere it here on the side, and it makes a little heart box. And then I use this Wave border dies, and this one I did struggle with, and so I did have to shimmy because I was having trouble getting it to cut through. And also I learned that you must use wax paper. You must use wax paper, especially for the small one, to, it helps to get it helps pull the dye out of the paper. So I tried this one without the wax paper, and all my paper was stuck in all these little grooves, and it just tore it up. So then I used the wax paper, and it came out just smooth as butter. So little tip for you there. And also, it doesn't cut out like this. It cuts into the paper. It doesn't cut the paper, like it doesn't cut a shape out of your paper. You know, well, I don't know if that makes sense. It doesn't cut a piece out of your paper. It cuts into the paper. I hope that makes sense. I'll show you something here in a minute. Maybe that'll help make some sense. So I wanted to show you that, and that is the dies I'm going to show you today. Okay, so I'll show you this here first. So what I was talking about with that that wave border dies. So I use this small one here, and so this is my little journal that I've made, and I do have a video on this. If you want to look back through my stuff, you can find it, and you can watch it if you want to. And so here's where I used it. So what I had to do was, when I laid my paper down, I laid my die on the end. I don't know if that makes sense. So before I folded my paper up, my paper was open, and I laid my die on the end of my paper and ran it through my machine. I just did the end and then ran it back out. But I used wax paper, and so it just cut this little shape into the paper. Does that make sense? It didn't cut it out. It just cut it into the paper. So all this little extra that was here on the end came off. I don't know if that makes any sense. Oh my goodness. So anyway, I hope that makes sense. I've got another little project maybe it'll make more sense on. So it cuts into the paper. It doesn't cut the shape. It doesn't cut out a piece that you would glue on to something. Maybe that makes more sense. So anyway, here's where I used the small die on this little insert that I made. That I created a little pocket here. Okay, so oh my goodness. So that was this die here, and let me pull out. Okay, here's where I've also used one of those. So I made this little booklet. Isn't this so cute? I used a tutorial by Michelle. She's Pink Strawberries, and I will link her below. She makes hundreds of little mini albums and flipbooks, and she's got so many great ideas, and she makes them so easy to follow. And so this one she posted last week. I believe it was last week, because I made this last week, and it was one of her new ones. So this is how mine came out, Michelle. It's so cute. Thank you so much for the tutorial. And so most of my projects are going to be birthday themed. I don't know if you've noticed that. I did use the paper pad throughout called Let's Celebrate, and it looks like this if you're interested in that. So I did pick this up from Joann's a year or so ago, I think, but I'm pretty sure they still have it. I've seen people hauling it. So just so you know what papers I've used. So here I used the big border on the end of this flip book. So my book is closed here with this little binder clip. It just comes off like that. And this is just a little hidden paper clip that I just attached to the front. Let's see if I can get him off without tearing him up. Because I thought he was super cute on there. Isn't he so cute? So he's a hidden paper clip. And this little zebra, he is actually a printable, well, he's a digital file from AC Digitals. It's the Maggie Holmes Carousel collection. And I just cut him out, or printed him and then cut him out. I just, what do you call it? Oh my gosh, what do they call that when you just hand cut around something? Fussy cut. Okay, so I fussy cut him out. I didn't use my machine or anything because I hate getting that thing out sometimes. So I just fussy cut him and put him on this little strip that this has a little paper clip inside there. And I have a video if you want to know how to make a hidden paper clip. So you might want to check that out, and I can link that below. So anyway, I just added that onto the front because he's so fun. So here's the little flip book that I made. And here's where I used the large wave border die, the large one here. It's so, maybe this will help you to understand. When I cut my paper out, I laid the border die on the end of my paper, and then I ran it through my machine, and it cut this out of the end. So I didn't cut it off, it just cut this into the end of my paper like a border. Does that make sense? Hope that makes sense. So like, I think I was spending too much time trying to explain this, and it's probably not necessary, right? See how there's no edge to cut it off? There's no cutting edge. So maybe that makes sense. Okay, so let's get on. Move on. So I did cut that on here, and I thought it was so cute. Isn't it so cute? And so in here, here's where I've used a little cupcake die. So it looks like it's this set right here. So it's this little cupcake right here. So I made one of those, pieced them together. It turned out really cute. And then a little tag. And here's where I just took a piece of paper with this little design on it and just cut a border around him using this little die set here. I used the small, and so I just put that over the top of the paper and just cut this little guy out and just stuck him on a tag that I have embossed here with hearts. So he turned out super cute, and then just added some seam binding here to the top. And I did get my seam binding that you'll see throughout my projects from My Scrap Cabin on Etsy. And she is a wonderful, wonderful seller. And I think she's got a great shop, guys. So check her out. And then here I made a little pocket, or Michelle shows you how to make the pocket. But in my pocket, I stuck this little tag here that I made. And I have this little birthday wishes little swivelly piece here that I attached with a brad. So it's kind of interactive, and I stitched around it and left the threads hanging because, you know, I love that. So the die I used to make that is the Big Birthday Wishes. Uh-oh. I don't think I showed you that one, did I? Oh, he was misplaced. So this is the die I used for that. It's called Big Birthday Wish Border Dies. So it cuts out this big piece like this. Cuts this big square out, and then it cuts these little words out. It's really cute. I really like this one. And I did make several things with this die here. And so that's what I did, was I used the bottom part of this die here and just cut it off and attached it to this little tag here. And so it just goes in here like this. Super cute. And here on the top I made two little tags, and they look like this. And so I just cut the rectangles that Michelle, she gives you the measurements, and I cut the rectangles, and then here on the top for the tabs, what I did was I used the Stitch Note tag dies. I used this one right here, this set right here, and I cut it, after I die cut it, I cut it in two different pieces so that I could mix the tops and the backs, because this one had a stripe and this one was white, so I didn't want to put the stripe on the stripe, so I cut two different pieces of paper, and then I cut this in half, and then I back them onto each other to make little tabs. So super cute, right? This came in really handy to make tabs. So that's what I used this for. And these just go right in here like this. And it's a super cute book. And thank you so much, Michelle, for all your inspiration every day. Like, she posts nearly every day, guys. Like, she's always posting new tutorials, new things to make. So if you don't know who she is, go check her out and give her a follow, and you won't be disappointed. So there's one little project that I made. And let's see. Did I use that on anything else? I don't know. Okay. So the next project I want to share with you are these little bag toppers that I made. Aren't they so cute? They turned out really pretty. I don't have anything in these bags yet. I've just got the toppers on. And I used a couple of dies on these. A couple of different dies. So here's what the big rectangle topper looks like. Let me show you the die. It is this die right here. So I just die cut this out and cut it in half. So that made two bag toppers. You have to cut it in half, so I was able to use half on this one and half on this one, as you can see. And so on the back, for the background piece, on this one I used gold glitter paper, and this one I just used gold paper. And then that just folds over like that. And I stitched around this one. And here I put a little rosette, and then some folded, ruffled paper back here. And I do have a tutorial for this if you're interested in how to make these. Go watch that. And then here is the ice cream, or I keep calling it ice cream, cupcake. And it's just the background piece is pink, and then the outline I cut in the gold paper. And when you cut this, because see how intricate that is, I do suggest you use wax paper on these also, because it will help these to come out a lot easier. And then this one here is almost the same, except I used this die here. Let me show you that die. And this is one of my older ones. I've had this one a little while, so I love this die. I love this little zigzag that it cuts out around the edge. And I believe I used the middle, the smaller one. So it comes in two pieces, so you get the large one and then the smaller one. And I do believe I used the smaller one here. And then I put another little layer of, this is one of their dies also, but I forgot to grab it. I will link it below in case you're looking for it. But it cuts out this cute little doily little piece. So that is back there, and then a little rosette that's stitched around the edge. And then my little cupcake, and then just the word Yippee. And here I've embellished with some pom-poms and some sequins and some little pink flat back pearls. So that is how my bag toppers came out. They're super pretty. Don't you think they're so pretty? I just think they're so pretty. Okay. So let me set those over there. Kind of set things where you can still look at them if you want to. Okay. Let me see. Okay. While this is out, I want to show you this little award style embellishment that I made. And here I used the little cake. So from the Delicious Cake Decor dies, I used the little cake on here, and I did paper piece it all together. So my little cake is yellow. I was thinking lemon cake, because I do like lemon cake. And then just the outline is some pattern paper, and then the little strawberries are pink, and then I did the leaves in a different color. So this turned out pretty cute. I wish I'd done it a little different as far as the patterns on there. I do struggle with that sometimes on what pieces of paper to, piece together with. But it turned out really cute. So I really like that. And, okay, so the next little project is this thing, this little box here. It's a little heart box. And so the die that I used is this one right here. The heart-shaped box dies. It looks like this. It cuts out, and then you adhere this little strip here to this side here, and it creates this little box. Just like this. And I stitched around all my little panels. I just love stitching. It adds so much extra to your projects. I did struggle with figuring out how to put that together, but it is what it is. And it's a really cute little die, little box. And then here I used one of the tags from the tag die set. I think I put that away. But yeah, from the tags right here. So I used this one right here. I don't know if you can see it. This one right here. So I cut this little tag out here for me. Super cute, isn't it? And yeah, so super cute little box. Little birthday box. Okay, now I'm going to show you. So a lot of the ladies have been making these little clipboards, and so I thought I would give it a go. And here's how mine came out. I think it turned out really cute. I did use the star background die on the back and did some stitching around it, and I added some gold paper for my background. And on the top here, I didn't have a bullnose clip, so I had to use one of these little binder clips. But so I went ahead and decorated it up by adding this little rosette here and this little heart, little glitter heart, and then I add this little seam binding bow. And I think it's so cute. Turned out really cute. And so what I've loaded my little what do you call these? Clipboard. Clipboard with are some goodies. And here's what the back looks like. Isn't it so cute? It's so cute. Whoever dreamed that up did a great job. So here are some of the goodies that I added. So here I just added some of the little cakes, the little outline pieces. I didn't add the backgrounds to it. I think they're cute just like this. Super cute. And then just some little doilies. They look like bakery doilies. They're so thin and so cute. And then I made some little bows. And I did use the bow die for this. This bow die has been one of my favorites. And I use it all the time. The cute bow outline die. This one here. So I use this all the time, and I do have a bunch of little bows. Let me see. I have this one that I pieced together. Super cute. And, whoops, show you. So here I've just cut a bunch of the outlines. So I didn't piece the backgrounds into these, so there's just a bunch of little outlines, and I think they're so pretty. They're so pretty. So one of my favorites here, so that's the bow outline die. So that's what these are. And then here I just made a little shaker, and I think it turned out so cute. And so the die I used on here is the Floral diamond shape background die. This one here. So it cuts out such a pretty little background. I just love this die. And what I did was I cut my vellum out to match the edge right here, this little edge here, and then I stitched it all around to hold it onto, to hold the little design onto the vellum. So it turned out really cute. And so that just goes right on here, just like that. And then I have these little bows on here. And then maybe it would help if I just line these up first and then, okay. Oops. Oops. Sorry about that, my battery's getting low. Okay, so I'm going to have to hurry it up a little bit. Anyway, I don't think I got that on right. But anyway, super cute, isn't it? So cute. Okay. And then here's the next thing I want to share with you. It's a little card that I made, a little Christmas card. And I used the sugar cookie collection, the Prima sugar cookie. And here's where I used the little star background. Here it is. This one right here. So I used that for my background. And then I just made a shaker out of it. Added a little bow here and a little flower. And this is a piece of the ephemera. Add some little diamond dots. And it turned out so pretty. So, love that. And then I made some birthday cards. So this die here, the big birthday wishes. I made 2 birthday cards. And isn't this so pretty? So I used a blue foil cardstock for my background piece. And then I layered up this piece, or this, okay, what it cut out, that piece that it cut out. And then I added another little cardstock just a little bit larger, and then the orange is a little bit larger than that one. And so it made this layered up, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. It layered this card up with several different colors to make it really cute. So here I put a little dangle on here on my ribbon. And I did wrap my ribbon around before I adhered it to my card base. So the ribbon is tucked behind and then tied over to the side. And I thought this one came out really cute. And then there's this one. Kind of busy, but it's really pretty. And I just love how this one came out too. And so these little pieces cut out, and so you can put in different colors. You know, you can change it up, whatever color you want. And here I put a little paper strip, and then a little piece of the gold tool, just to, you know, add a little more to it. And some sequins, some diamond dots, and some little hearts. And it came out really cute. So there's those cards. And so I want to show you a couple little Easter projects that I made. So my little space is getting a little busy here. So here's some little Easter projects that I made. So this is the, I made that using the, this right here, the Simple Stitch Square Pocket Dies. Okay, so I used it to make these 2 little projects here. And this one I have tied closed. Here I used the little rabbit die that I showed you. Here he is. This cute rabbits in love dies. And there's the little pieces that I didn't realize came with, so I didn't use them, but I used this little diamond dot here for the nose, and it still came out really cute. And then just a little enamel bow, a little pom-pom for the tail, some little sequins, a little ruffle strip there. And, you know, then I adhered this piece of seam binding behind to hold it on, so it's attached like that, and then opens up, and there's a little pocket for some little goodies. So this one's really cute. And then this one just looks like this. It's a little bling here, just my little bunny. Super cute little bow and a little paper ruffle. And this paper here is an Easter paper from Authentique that I got last, I don't even know if it was last year or the year before, so from Tuesday Morning. And then here's some little tags that I made. So this little tag here is the larger bunny. So this is the smaller bunny. He's the small, and then these tags are showing the larger bunny. And so I just, this is a little printable from the InLoveArtShop. And so I just cut it out and stitched around it, and I left all these strings, gold strings, hanging all around it because I love the look of that. And I did distress it with ink, so it does have some inking around it. Added this little piece of doily, a little ruffle trim, little strip there, little bow, some sequins, and some little gems. And right back here is one of the doilies that I showed you. So it's this smaller one in here. So it's this one right here. So I use that on there. Excuse me. So that's the little doily back here. And these are both almost identical. So they turned out really cute. So I really love those. And I want to show you some little, some more Easter projects that I made yesterday. So I made these, and they turned out really cute. I made two. The flowers are different, and I think that's probably the only difference. I did get these bows from Miss Everly. Thank you, Tina Marie. And so this is a printable that I purchased from an Etsy shop called KB and Friends, one of their Easter printables. And you can see here how I stitched around the balloon and down the string and down his little jacket and his hat. So this is really cute. And here's the die that I used from InLoveArtShop around the crepe paper here. So I used it quite a bit through my project. So it's this one right here. So it turned out really cute. And the last one I want to show you is this one right here. And this was a guy that I printed too. I bought this collection, and it's been so long ago I can't remember where I got it. But he's super cute, and he went with the sugar cookie collection really well. So I used him on here. And here I just added a little piece of lace and some little stars. These are from Joann's, these little stars. And a piece of ephemera. And this little crepe paper zigzaggy circle. And so yeah, I think that's all I've got to share today. I hope you enjoyed my projects, and if you have any questions, just ask me below and I'll try to get back to you. And I guess I will see you guys on my next video.